I'm going to talk about counseling today. Now, counseling is a very necessary part of the ministry. People need help. Husbands, wives need help, the children need help, families need help, and even church members need help. So you've got to, if you really want to serve God and work for Him, you need to become a counselor. Now, to be a counselor, you must get counseling from God first. You cannot be a counselor without getting counseling from God first. If people try to counsel without the Lord or without Jesus, it's not going to work, because then it's a mind thing. Then it becomes a psychological thing. Now, psychological things don't work. People go to psychologists and they have massive problems. They pay thousands and thousands of rand and they don't get delivered. But if they come to us who are genuine counselors, advisors and deliverers, then you find they said, yeah, but this is amazing. And they get charged a few rand per hour. So actually it's happened many times in my life that people have gone to these psychiatrists and they do not get the right answers. Okay, so to be a counselor, you first got to get counseling from God. Then anyone can be a counselor. You can be a counselor if you want to. But if you want to be a counselor, be a God counselor. Don't be a counselor of your own. Come in and say, look, I'm a counselor, I'm now going to do the job. Because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Those people will go away disappointed. But if you be a God counselor, put the Lord first, put Jesus in it and the Holy Spirit, then you will find that the Holy Spirit takes over. And then He will guide you, and even your words, it's amazing. Even your words, He will take control of it. Now the next point I've got here is everybody can be a counselor. Anyone that wants to be a counselor can be a counselor. But it's got to be a love of counseling. If you go there just to counsel because you like counseling, you're not going to make it. You've got to love counseling. You've got to love the Lord, you've got to love souls, and you've got to love the work that you do. If you love the Lord, and you love souls, and you love the work that you're doing, you will find that people will be amazed and astonished at the results. The results will show for themselves. But then, you can be a counselor, everybody, but only on your level, your own level of experience. It's no good saying, listen, I'm a counselor, and then you try and do things that you've got no experience. You're going to meet up with problems that you will not have an answer for. Now, what I do, I ask the Lord. I actually, when they come to me, I bring the person, they come to me, I bring the person to God. And I say, Lord, it's your soul, I'm your servant. Now, Lord, come take over through the Holy Spirit. And I tell you, He does it. Then I listen to exactly what God says, and it happens immediately. None of them leave without getting some counseling from God. And also, of course, deliverance. Then another thing is, to be a counselor is you've got to have a calling for a counselor. It's not good saying, listen, I choose to be a counselor. You can do it. It's fine. God will help you. Whatever you choose, and whatever you go to the Lord for, He's going to help you. He's going to definitely assist you. But if you've got a calling as a counselor, there's a big difference. Because then God takes the responsibility. If you choose to be a counselor, you have the responsibility with God. But if God calls you for a counselor, He has a responsibility with you. Now, the other thing is this, that, and you must only counsel on the level of your experience. Now, many times we're going to get things where we cannot, problems are going to come that we can't handle. Then I say, Lord, I stop, and I say, Lord, but listen, I can't handle that. I don't know what's going on here. I have no idea. And then the Lord speaks to me, and I said, just hang on a minute, and I listen to God, and I said, okay. And then the Lord tells me, do this and do this. And then I follow what the Holy Spirit tells me exactly. Exactly. It's to a dot and a comma. Exactly. And I'm telling you, it works every time. There is no failure. There's no failure if you do that. Then the next thing that you need there is counselor training. It's no good saying to him, okay, you're called counselor now, and you've got some experience, but you also need training, like this, which Cindy showed now. That is training. Now, counselor training fits in with the whole plan of God. It's part of, you can't separate them. They work together. Now, the other point is this: do not overextend yourself. When people come to you and they've got thousands of headache problems with different people, and there's no ways that you can handle all those problems. So if you're standing there in the flesh and you're not standing in the spirit, you're going to cause a smash up. Because then you minister them in the flesh, and now it's you working, and the Holy Spirit is not there, and God is not there, and it just doesn't work. So and you must not overextend yourself. Make sure that you have the Holy Spirit with you, and that you are extending yourself in Him and in Jesus. And because it's Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, but it's you as well. Jesus is there, and Jesus must have the same in whatever you are doing. And if you do that, you'll find that you'll have a lot of success, and people will go and deliver. Then the next thing it says here, keep within your depth. It's no good if you've got a certain depth and a certain height and a certain width and a certain breadth in the Lord. You're standing in the center of that with Jesus. You're standing right in the center. He's got the height, He's got the depth, He's got the breadth, and He's got the width. But if you overextend yourself and you get out of your depth and you lose sight of Jesus with these people here, then you find it goes wrong. They say, no, listen, that's not true. That's not true, you're wrong. And then there's a state, they start arguing with you and all that. So stay within your depth, within your height, in Jesus. Now remember, He's got the height, He's got the depth, He's got the width and the breadth. But if you listen to Him, He will use the height and the depth and the width and the breadth as He wants to. And then it will be a success. Now the next one is this, give true and real counseling. Do not get involved with lies or chance taking. It's so easy to take chances. You can take chances with people, and you're going to go wrong for the simple reason that that one has got a certain set of circumstances, that one has got a set of circumstances, that one has got a set of circumstances, and I assure you that if you take a chance, you're going to go wrong. And then they're going to call you a false prophet, or they're going to call you a false counselor. So make sure that you give true and real counseling, and make sure that you let Jesus and the Spirit of God or the Holy Spirit deal with them. I let the Spirit of God take control. And then the other thing that you must do is counsel them, but stay outside of their private affairs. When you counsel somebody, don't climb into their problems. Let's say it's husband and wife. You get in the middle of the problem, and there's husband and wife, and now you're in the middle. Then you're looking this way and you're looking this way. And I'll tell you something, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You've got to stand aside. You've got to stand aloof. And you've got to stand aloof, and then you let the Holy Spirit guide you, lead you, and direct you. And then you'll find that it works. It works every time. I've done it in the past, and I found that you come to places there where you get mixed up too. You get mixed up because, remember, those people are coming to you for counseling. And if you get involved, if you just allow yourself to get involved, just a little bit, you're going to get mixed up. And then you find that you can't counsel anymore. So you've got to pull yourself out of the problem. And you've got to let Jesus be in the middle of the problem. And if you do that, you'll find that every time it's going to work. All right, thank you very much.